So, I played some of this off stream earlier this year. Tonight, we're doing UFO 50. And if it's Halloween, that can only mean one thing. We're playing Night Manor. So, earlier this year, I didn't stream it, but I played 5 of the games offline when I was going on vacation. Did not complete, I only completed 2 of them. And I have not put a ton of time into this game, but I definitely want to put more in. I bought the Switch version, so I'm getting that when it comes out. Yeah, let's fucking go. See, I told you this was gonna be good. Yeah, I finished Waldorf's Journey, and I cherried Camouflage, but I couldn't beat Magic Garden. Devolition I almost got to the end of. And Hyper Contender I beat, but not on the max level, not on the default settings, so it didn't count. So, tonight we're going to be doing the horror game in the collection called Night Manor. I am using my 8BitDo SNK Neo Geo CD controller for this, which feels appropriately old school. You probably shouldn't have left the party angry. Amy was out of line, but then again, she's been going through a lot. Wait, what's that? Friggin' Amy. Now, I'm assuming that's the girl from House Party, right? Or Party House. Because, again, a lot of these games are connected. I know it's kind of weird to, like, for the first UFO 50 stream I'm doing to be Night Manor, of all things, but, you know, it's fitting. It's Halloween. And this game's not super long. I could apparently beat it in less than 3 hours, so I'm looking forward to it. Sharing is another story. So if you hear a lot of clicks like that, that's the control stick on the Neo Geo CD controller. It's got like, if you haven't seen this controller, it's got like an actual like mini joystick on it with micro switches. So it's like an actual like authentic arcade stick, but with like a thumb pad on top of it. And I figure this works because the 1 and 2 buttons are different. Like, 1 is B and 2 is A in this game. Or in this, yeah, in UFO 50. So I figured it's better to have this because the A and B buttons are set up with, like, the A being where I would think B would be. And B is where I think A would be. Also, Minnie and Max. Yeah, Minnie and Max. Minnie's she's the one trapped in the closet while Amy's throwing the party. This game contains scenes of horror and dread. Player discretion advised. Alright, I should probably change the stream info. Purposely did not mention the name of the game to surprise people. Her younger sister, yeah. Where am I, you mutter as you wake up in a strange room. The last thing you remember is driving your car. And then you hit something in the road. Disoriented, you try to make sense of your new surroundings. An oxidized metal vent. Simple metal spoon with a flat handle. There appears to be bite marks all over it. Empty ceramic bowl. Smells like old dog food. Small and dingy storage room has been repurposed as a holding cell. Years of dirt and grime cling to the walls. The only window in the room is boarded up from the other side. Appears to be a closed trap door is in the ceiling, just out of reach. You shudder at the realization that you were curled up on this ragged mattress moments ago. Kind of have to push really hard to get the diagonals to work. Single bulb casts a yellowish light across the room. It flickers as though it could go out at any moment. Okay, so B switches what I'm doing, so I could take. Okay. Despite your efforts, nothing happens. Looks like the vent cover can come off, but you can't seem to get a good enough grip on it with your bare hands to pry it off. Okay. Sturdy wooden door seems to be the only way out of this room. Try turning the knob, but as you feared, the door is locked. Okay. Use bowl on what? Use the bowl and the spoon, but nothing happens. Okay. Use the spoon to pry the vent cover off with ease. Take the folded piece of paper and the hairpin and holding it together. Okay. Lost his mind. Why? Use the hairpin on the thing. You stick the hairpin into the lock and wiggle it around. Hairpin becomes stuck, but you hear the lock click open. A hallway stretches out before you with a staircase at the end. Pale moonlight shines in from a door to your left. An unassuming wooden door. It's closed. Wood of this door appears to be infested with some kind of fungus. There are mushrooms growing out of it. Ew. Staircase leading up to the darkness. Immense sweating. Doorway's completely jammed with bags of garbage and broken furniture. The smell is terrible. Decorative stand with a false drawer. On top is a framed photograph of 2 children. Are they straight children? Framed portrait of a woman in a glowing or flowing gown. Ordinary ceiling lamp that's turned off. You don't see any way of turning it on. Through this door you can see a living room. These garbage bags are mostly filled with spoiled food, wrappers, and old clothes. Doesn't seem to be anything useful in there. No way to open the stand. What looks like a drawer is just a decorative knob. The simple tile-floored bathroom is fairly clean, despite the cloying smell of mildew hanging in the air. Whenever I hear the word cloying, I think of that dude from Apollo Justice. What's his name? The alien man. Brushel, that was it. The cloying smell of mint every time he smiles. Take toilet. Toilet flushes loudly. That probably is not a smart thing to do. The sink is nearly overflowing with putrid brown water. Dirty brown water. The mirror on the front of this medicine cabinet betrays your tired reflection. Opaque shower curtain obscures the bath. It looks like something leaked from over the side of the tub and onto the nearby floor. Slimy black sludge clings to the inside of this otherwise ordinary toilet. Ugh. Pull the shower curtain away to reveal a shocking sight. How much reason am I going to lose from this? A mummified corpse in the tub is encrusted with mold and fungi. It's not time to piss yet. No, it isn't. Something in its hand, draped over the side of the tub, catches your interest. There's an ornate insignia on the ring on the mummy's figure. Alright. She tries you might have no success in removing the ring that seemingly fused to the corpse's finger. Okay, are we gonna pry it off with the spoon? Nope. Okay, that's a come back later type thing. Look over. Oh, that lets you look behind you. Okay. Simple tile floor bathroom is fairly clean. Okay. This goes back to the hallway. The bedroom appears to have common amenities, but nothing too specific, indicating that it's possibly a guest room. Despite how tired you feel, now isn't the time for a rest. Well, I want to see what that is. Wait, what's that? There you go, journal entry 2. May 27th, 1987. Oh, it's a month less than a day before I was born. The scary part about this corpse is that it's legit never explained who it is. Oh. Things have been tense with Cheryl since losing my job with the firm. I had to calmly explain to her that our financial situation is not in jeopardy, and that she can continue working on her fashion design projects without having to worry about anything. I'm still pretty irritated, so I think I'm going to try a cup of that relaxation tea now. Open the standing closet. A single hook is hanging on an otherwise empty rack. Ooh. You take the hook. Scratches and dark stains are spattered throughout the inside of the closet. Decorative houseplant that died some time ago. Paintings of landscapes hang on the wall. Pale moonlight shines through the windows, is casting a dim, somber light through the window. Rustic wood nightstand with 2 sets of drawers. The drawers are closed. Open the drawer and notice various reading materials. Among them is a page that looks like it was torn out of a journal. All that's left in the nightstand are magazines about hunting and fashion. Nothing of interest to you right now. Oh. You get multiple pages. August 2nd, 1987. I've spent time the past few days sick in bed with some kind of flu. Headache, nausea, etc. Today I was finally able to hold down some solid food. Funnily enough, my symptoms seemed to disappear the moment I had some of that tea that my therapist gave me. She didn't mention anything about it being a flu cure, but I'd like to believe that it helped. Buried among the towels and clothing in the drawer, you find some batteries that might come in handy. Pair of D batteries, though it's impossible to tell if they are holding a charge or not. Simply a sturdy metal hook of about 4 inches long. Hope that the reddish-brown stains at the tip are only rust. Okay, so the diary only has one action. Simple metal spoon with a flat handle. There appears to be bite marks all over it. Empty ceramic bowl. It smells like old dog food. I put it in the Game Boy. I see fungi over there. Get uneasy looking at your reflection, which seems to distort your features in the low light of the room. Yeesh. Knob turns, but the door won't budge. Something must be blocking it from the other side. Spacious living room might have been a cozy place to relax if you had come to this house on better terms. Inside the fireplace is a football-shaped object wrapped in cloth and tied tightly together with cord. Portrait of a couple and their children. They seem happy. You flip the picture frame over and see the Pills family, 1986 written on the back. Journal entry 1. Why is it listed like that? May 25th, 1987. My therapist suggested that I keep a journal to write down anything that causes me stress, whether it's a minor annoyance or a major one. She said it would be an excellent tool to identify and manage daily stressors. She also sent me home with the tea that is said to promote relaxation. What do I have to lose? So here's my first journal entry. So that was 2 days before this. Thick layer of vines push up against the other side of the sliding glass door. Large television encased in a sturdy wooden cabinet sits here. Turning on the TV briefly illuminates the room with a hissing static screen before the TV flashes with a pop and goes back off. Behind the picture is nothing but cobwebs. Vines have jammed it shut. Inside the fireplace is a football-shaped oh, okay. Whatever's in the fireplace, it's too big and heavy to be carried around. And there, dusting this coffee table makes you wonder if anyone's even living in this house. This old worn couch is threadbare at its corners. Move the couch cushions away to reveal a few coins among the balls of lint where the cushions once were. Huh. Including pennies, nickels, and dimes. Lois, our relationship's worth more than nipples and dimes. I mean nickels and boobs. Money. Candy money. A large painting of a beautiful landscape. Oh, I just realized my PNG tuber... Oh, no, it's here. It's here. I'm just looking at the game screen, right? Yeah, I am. Okay. I forget I'm playing a PC game. Through this door, you can see a foyer. What's this? Matches. Box of wooden strike anywhere matches. Ceiling of this expansive foyer reaches all the way up to the second floor of the house, with twin staircases leading there. The door is completely jammed with bags of garbage and broken furniture. The smell is terrible. An antique grandfather clock stands frozen in there. In time, there's a small hole in the face of the clock. Small hole. Colonel. A bench and an end table with small plant decorate this little nook. Okay. Second floor of the upper landing is incredibly dark. It's impossible to see anything on the second floor. I guess I probably should not go there. This door you see the living room. So that's where I just came from. You can see a dining room. Run your hands along the grandfather clock, but aside from a small hole in the front, you find nothing. Something seems to be blocking the front door from the other side. Show hole. A fine wooden table surrounded by 6 chairs is at the center of this lavish dining room. Decorative plant sits atop a small table. Upon closer examination, it's artificial. Touching it confirms it is indeed artificial. Dead leaves fall to the ground the moment you touch the plant, and your search through the plant reveals nothing. Try as you might, the windows will not budge. Decorative plant that died some time ago. Journal entry 4. July 18th, 1987. Today I was in the sunroom enjoying a cup of that tea. It has a unique musky aroma that's really starting to grow on me. Sadly, my piece ended when I noticed that the kids had gotten handprints all over the glass. I can only afford to have the housekeeper here once a week now, so I guess I'm the one who's stuck cleaning it up. Appears to be modern art is faintly visible through the darkness. Intricate ornamental egg sits among the fine dinnerware behind the thick glass of this fancy wooden china cabinet. Sealed tightly, you don't even see a way of opening it. Okay. You have no use for the candelabra. Even if there was food on the table, you don't think you'd have much of an appetite to sit down and eat right now. Candelabra's never been lit. Very nice hanging lamp with several bulbs. It's a shame that it seems to have burnt out a long time ago. Table has been set with fancy cloth placemats. You imagine many wonderful meals were once enjoyed here. Meerkats. Through the store, you can see the kitchen. So he goes back to the foyer. As you step into the kitchen, the first thing you notice is the foul smell, but then you realize there's someone else here with you. Kitchen sink is built into the countertop with a cabinet area below. Feel comfortable doing that while the figure is standing there. Large white refrigerator. August 15th, 1987. Today I was outside enjoying my tea when one of the landscapers bumped into my cup and spilled it on the ground. To my surprise, Baxter ran over and started licking up the puddle immediately. I thought immediately was misspelled there. Instead of being mad, I just laughed. Who knew dogs liked tea? As this kitchen knife still looks very sharp despite scratches and stains. Hand trembles as you slowly reach for the knife. Oh shit. He turns around suddenly, raising a very large cleaver in his hand. You begin to tremble in fear. That's not the time for that. As figure suddenly appears in front of you, you begin quaking with fear in this terrifying presence. With your heart pounding in your chest, you duck behind the curtains and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. Okay. This is very, This makes me think of, Maldo's game. Horror of Salazar House. That's what I streamed 2 years ago. After what feels like an eternity, you hear them turn around and leave. Despite your fear, you survived. That's right, I did. I played Maldo's games 2 years ago. Locked gate at the top of the stairs is blocking the way. You're having trouble working the latch from this side. Oh dear. Car door hook hand? Nope. A really gross idea. You gag at the thought. Oh. I was gonna scoop up some of the goop with the bowl, but it doesn't work. Why are these sorted like this? Haven't seen that dialogue, actually. Oh, really? Ooh, wait, what's this? Try to open the jewelry box, but it seems to be locked. I need a tiny key. I need to solve one of the mysteries to get a tiny key to open that. Oops. I should be using the map. I'm not looking at it. The 3 dots are where I came from. Despite your efforts, nothing happens. Okay, I need a flashlight. It's probably what the batteries are for. Refrigerator is filled with cans of dog food and rotting meat. You close the door before the smell can reach your nose. Open the oven door and see what looks like a charred remains of a turkey. At least you hope that's what that is. Looking through the cabinets reveals common dinnerware, including plates, cups, and glasses. Nothing in particular looks useful. Find various cleaning supplies, including a large bottle of drain cleaner. You take the drain cleaner, okay? Some of the crusty silverware, there's an empty jar of Moldoc tea that smells pungent. You decide to leave it there. Freaking, this tea is evil. Speaking of, I forgot to grab some tea before starting the stream. You open the dishwasher to find it completely empty. As soon as you open the lid, you regret it. The rotting stench inside's enough to make your eyes water. You aren't interested in collecting these anytime soon. Some fine decorative plates. Ooh, the cabinets reveals common dinnerware, including... Okay. You take the knife. Drain. Okay, we got 2 doors here. Closed metal door. That's probably a meat locker or something. Through the windows of this closed metal door, see a swimming pool outside. Oh, it's the garage. The air in this dusty garage is a bouquet of mildew and motor oil. A single light bulb casts the room in a yellow glow. The air in this dusty garage is a bouquet... Oh, okay. I'm trying to examine this, but... Mechanisms that open and closes the garage door. Upon closer inspection, the motor seems to be broken, of course. Garage door is closed. Button on the wall that you assume is for activating the garage door. Apart from a thin layer of dust, this late 70s sedan was kept in very good condition. Roll of duct tape has not lost its adhesive power. Alright, let me take it. New diary entry? Sure, don't mind if I do. August 16th, 1987. Baxter's been vomiting to the point of dry heaving all day. Won't eat or drink anything. Kids are very upset, and Cheryl won't stop blaming me because she thinks it was my tea that made him sick. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, our personal vet is out of town and the others are closed, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. So the tea is making them sick, but it's also making them feel good when they're sick. So it's addictive. A large metal box that's been turned brown from oxidation sits here. It's covered in rust and dust. Box is completely rusted shut. Would the drain cleaner work on this? No. Take the oil can. Take the flashlight. Turn on the flashlight, but nothing happens. You aren't sure if it needs new batteries or if the bulb is burned out. Can of penetrating oil is still mostly full. The oil dissolves the rust and the box springs open. Inside the box is a red gas can and a crowbar. You take both. Curved steel bar that's flattened out at each end for prying. It's a red plastic container used to hold the gasoline. It's still small. There's still a small amount left. The car door handle a yank, but unfortunately it's locked. Hacking through the trash, you find only junk and... Ouch! You cut yourself on a piece of rusty scrap metal. Oil-soaked rags, scraps of metal, and broken appliances fill this trash bin. Well, I hope I have my, my tetanus shot. Press the button, but nothing happens. I could see, like, a little crack of the outside through the garage door. Use the flashlight. Oh, really? It's gonna be that particular? I have to use both. I have to put the batteries in the flashlight and try turning it on. To your delight, the flashlight shines brightly. Cool. Ah! Oh, you run right back into the monster's clutches. Ah! Shit. Shriek! Again, was not looking at the map. As intense pain consumes you, you wonder what you did to deserve such a horrible end. You fall to the ground in a pool of blood. And then wake up in a cold sweat. You run your hands over your body, feeling nothing. Was it just a nightmare? Use the Drano on this. Some grime, but the toilet doesn't seem to be clogged up. Okay. You empty the contents of the drain cleaner into the sink. Moments later, the foul water is sucked down the drain. Try to take the shiny object out of the drain, but your fingers are just too big to fit into the small opening. You know, something shiny caught in the drain of the sink. Wait a minute. Nope. Set the sink on fire. No. Pour the gas into the sink. Alright. Time to pry this off of you. Nope. Yeah, it's time to oil up. Nope. I still say it's the hook. Go big brain mode. Oh yeah. It's big brain time. Gate. Wait. You're having trouble working the latch from this side. Okay, so that means I can't go that way. Big and heavy. Flashlight chases away the darkness, revealing a central archway and two wooden doors on the second floor. Layout of this hallway is similar to the one on the first floor, except the total darkness. You'd best watch your step. And the portraits, nothing but cobwebs. Various landscape paintings decorate this hallway. Advanced darkness. So we came from that way? Through this area, you could see the archway, you could see the foyer. Okay. Behind you is a closed door. Something seems to be blocking the front door from the other side. Knob doesn't turn, there's no keyhole. The door must be locked from the inside. There's an eeriness about the pitch-black playroom, and once a place of merriment, as evidenced by the many toys. Cat. Something was drawn on the wall here with red and blue crayon. Looks like a jumbled mess. Crayons are scattered on the floor here. Most are worn down or broken in two. Now is the time to explore your artistic side. Despite your efforts, nothing happens. I mean, it's about the pitch-black playroom. Okay. Rather bulky remote-controlled truck with big wheels sits motionless on the floor. So opening a small hatch on the bottom reveals that there aren't even any batteries in it. Place a block at one of the top structures and the holding topples over. Pile of wooden building blocks, some of which have been assembled into rudimentary structures. Creepy doll with black beady eyes and lifelike hair. You could somehow feel something hard inside of it. Creepy doll with black beady eyes and lifelike hair. You could feel something hard inside of it. Tear it open. No. Dirty wooden boards are nailed across the window, preventing any moonlight from getting in. The solar system hangs from the ceiling here. In the corner of your eye, you thought you saw this wooden rocking horse move. Now it just sits motionless in the dark. Gentle push rocks the horse in an erratic motion that winds a rhythmic creak until it eventually stops moving. Kick the ball and it lets out a sad sigh. Half-deflated beach ball on the floor. This huge stuffed bear is propped up against the wall. Its dark beady eyes seem fixed on you from the shadows. Often you approach the bear and give it a few pats to make sure it's not alive. Hate that freaking bear. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. So I can't go through there. This leads back the way I came. The road behind me is locked, so we have to go here next. Posters and small identical beds indicate that this is a bedroom for two young children. Once colorful posters depicting various animals and dinosaurs now appear somber and muted in this dark room. Okay, preventing light. Nondescript lance sits on the nightstand. E. Posters and small identical beds. Okay. Looking through the dresser, you find the odd toy among the children's clothing, but nothing that looks like it would be useful. Two twin beds sit parallel to one another. One has sheets with space themes, while the other has woodland animals and embroidery. Other has woodland animal embroideries, excuse me. Stuffed bear with one of its eyes torn out. Finely crafted music box stands out among all the other toys in the room. Try to open the music box, but it's held shut by some locking mechanism. There's a small hole on the side of the box. Small hole. I don't think any of these are the right answer. E. Peering inside the dollhouse, you can see what looks to be writing on one of the walls, but it's too small to read. Need a magnifying glass for that. Looking through the dresser, you find the odd toy among children's clothing, but nothing that looks like it would be useful. Yep. Oh man, what are you supposed to do in that situation? Okay. Do we have anything that might be able to crack open the doll? Burn the doll. Burn it. No, I absolutely want to figure it out. I mean, that's the point of the game. Okay, wait a minute. I got a new diary entry that I didn't read yet. 13. October 5th, 1987. Worst fight with my wife in a long time. Yesterday the kids were playing in the yard where the dog was buried. Ooh. Today they are very sick. Wife blames me, saying I should have taken care of the stuff that was growing under the tree, and it made them sick. Now the tea will help them, so I will make some for them to drink. Oh no. He's poisoning his whole family. With the zombie tea, or whatever the fuck it is. The crack tea, oh my god. I like the object in the fireplace, but flame just goes out. Maybe if there was a way to make it more flammable. Ja, it's time to oil up. It will be put to better use as a rust solvent. Oh, never mind. It's time to gas this thing up. You're so cool, object in the fireplace. You empty the contents of the gas onto the fire object in the fireplace. Okay, so that's done. Object immediately bursts into flames. After a few minutes of burning, it's reduced to a pile of ash. Reduced to ashes. Take a brilliant red gemstone from the ashes in the fireplace. It's a ruby! Brilliant red gemstone that feels warm to the touch. Small desk is overflowing with crudely drawn crayon-rendered artwork and schoolbooks on various elementary subjects. Once colorful... Okay. In the store, you see the hallway. Simple light switch. Oh, there's a room behind me. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It just takes me downstairs. Alright, well, there's another staircase over here. This dark attic seems to have been forgotten in time. Dust covers every inch of the floor, and cobwebs choke the rafters overhead. Wait, what's that? Journal entry 3. June 20th, 6 days before I was born. I saw Cheryl sticking out one of my pool cues in the pool today. I shouted, "Honey, that's not how you play pool," thinking some humor might hide my irritation. Turns out she had attached something to the end of it to fish out a necklace that had dropped in. Just wish she hadn't used one of my expensive cues for that. Freaking kids always touching my stuff. Get an uneasy feeling from this cluster of mannequins standing silently in the darkness. Dark act seems to be forgotten in time. Guff. Okay. Guff. This antique wooden rocking chair is in a state of disrepair. The state of the rocking chair doesn't give you much confidence in sitting in it. Pale moonlight shines through the windows, casting a dim, somber light through the room. A layer of dust coats the exquisite-looking grand piano. You know how to play the piano, but you aren't feeling particularly inspired at the moment. Various boxes are stacked here, mostly filled with old the killer! Various boxes are stacked here, mostly filled with old books and clothing and otherwise useless junk. Large wooden crate chest sits here, but it's locked with an antique bronze padlock. No way getting through that lock without a key. Want to bet? Can probably use the friggin' crowbar on that shit. Try to pry the lock off, but it doesn't budge, so you smash it with the crowbar and it still does not yield. Fuck. So he goes back down to the upper hallway. Okay, so we've explored everywhere we can right now. Slide the latch and open the gate. Wait, what? Oh! It leads me back down to this room. Okay. Try to Take the shiny object out of the drain, but your fingers are just too big to fit into the small opening. We clearly need a shrinking potion of some sort. Yeah, there was a gate leading back down here. The edge of the knife keeps slipping off the hand of the mummy. It's hard to find a good angle. Here, you want some change? Also a new thing you haven't seen. Oh, really? That's a shortcut. I think that's meant to just get up there quickly. Knife dialogue on the corpse. Oh, really? I thought that was pointing me in the right direction, but I guess not. I knew that would happen. I had a feeling. Suddenly you regain your composure. Perhaps you managed to lose them? Alright, there's a door to the pool. I forgot about that. We haven't taken that one yet. The smell of chlorine hangs faintly in the cool, wet air as the sound of crickets drone throughout the night. Placid surface of the pool's black water reflects a cloudly moonlit sky like a mirror. Giant greenish hump floating in the center of the pool, just out of arm's reach. Too far away to reach. Very cold night, and you'd rather not jump into the water right now. Use the crowbar on the floating object, but nothing happens. Smell of chlorine hangs faintly in the cool, wet air as the scent. Okay. Full moon breaks through the clouds to shine its cold silver light in the still night. Can't do anything with that. Backyard continues in that direction. 4 stone lion statues, modeled with moss and lichen, stand like sentinels in front of a dark, foreboding gate of oxidized copper. Okay, we get it. We gotta use the oil on the gate. Use the oil on the metal gate, but nothing happens. Never mind. Tall black metal gate looms over you, preventing you from entering the area beyond. Lion statue with a mouth agape as if waiting to be fed. On the base inscribed, "The red-hot sun will warm the day." Lion the face. A lion statue with mouth agape as if waiting to be fed. On the base is inscribed, "On spring green fields the children will play." On the base inscribed, "When yellow leaves begin to fall." On the base inscribed, "The white wind comes to take them all." So it's the seasons. Insert the ruby in the second lion's mouth and it fits perfectly. I had a feeling. In the stillness of the night, small critters can be heard rustling through the overgrown grass of this unkempt backyard. Basic wooden door with a tarnished copper lock. Small wooden shed with a single door sits separately from the house. The small dirty windows don't afford a view of the inside. Rusty old lawnmower sits half buried in the overgrown grass. Lawnmower's too heavy to carry around, and any part that looks useful is held firmly on by bolts. Try turning the knob, but as you fear, the door is locked. House looms over you oppressively, as if it were watching your every move. Its old bulkhead door is weathered, but still sturdy enough to keep you out. And every padlock is keeping it... This way goes to a garden. Lion statues are back in this direction. Okay. The side area of the house is comparatively smaller than the backyard, and looks like it was once used as a flower garden. Like a greenhouse here. Something large and wrapped in cloth is hanging from the balcony above. Object hangs high overhead, out of reach. Cherry tree looks like it hasn't been tended to in a long time. The few fruits growing on it look mealy and rotten. Ground here is bare, in contrast to the thick grass that covers the rest of the lawn. Thick overgrowth of vines covers the glass walls of the sunroom from the inside, obscuring your view of the interior. Plants that once decorated the sunroom have grown to cover almost every interior surface. The aroma of vegetation is overwhelming. Can't find a good angle with the knife to cut through the vines. Really? Diary entry number 9. August 17th, 1987. Baxter did not make it through the night. I just finished burying him under the cherry tree, his favorite spot to sleep. Charlie and Becky are beside themselves with sadness. 0 out of 10. Too much grass. Okay. Large metal container of some sort here, but it's completely covered in vines. Damn it. The knife is useless. The glass door, you could see the garden. Glass lamp hands from a metal chain. Many of the pieces are cracked or have fallen off. The canvas vines covering the wall, you can see hints of a sliding glass door. Large, imposing house stands before you, almost defiantly. You love nothing more than to leave its vicinity. Try pulling on the iron gate, but as you feared, it doesn't budge. Large wooden boards have been nailed across the door, preventing it from being open on either side. On the plaque, there's an engraving of a two-headed eagle, beneath which is a small hexagonal opening. A statue of a woman holding a bowl above her shoulder appears to be a fountain that is no longer in working order. Garage is on the left of the house. Garden is to the right of the house. Yeah. You don't feel like digging in that slop. Basin's filled with stagnant water, dead leaves, and mosquito larvae. Ugh. Hexagonal opening. Do I have anything hexagonal right now? Does not look like it. Time to get jump scared again. Haven't eaten? You should eat. Eat something. I don't know what to do. If you can reach the trapdoor, you probably have no way of opening it. I have clues. Pool cue with something on it. I remember that. Wait a minute. What can we maybe do here? Maybe I could use the knife on something? Bear with me. Can't get a good enough angle. That would imply I need to attach the knife to something to get a better angle. And if I had to guess... I don't know. What does the knife do? It cuts something. But everything I've tried cutting with it doesn't seem to work. What's gonna cut other than food? It's not just for cutting. I don't know. Pruning? Waste paper is full of crumpled up tissues and with who knows what. Okay. Small hole in the clock. You can cut, chop, and not poke, but... Wait, what? I don't know. I mean, maybe this thing, but I can't reach down up there. Hanging bundle's still out of reach. Hey, Soma. Happy Ween. It could stab. Yeah. But what can it stab? I tried it on the doll already, didn't I? Oh. Huh. That's I could have swore I tried that already. Didn't I? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Happy Ween. It is now Ween. It is Weenus everywhere except the West Coast right now. You stick... I didn't. Okay. I thought I did. You stick the rusted knife into the doll's stomach, ripping it open. Inside you find a small aluminum key amidst the stuffing. Oh, it's a music box key. Okay. We got a game going. Oh, there's the, there was the, handprints that the children left. Where is he? Where is he? The lid of the music box snaps open and a haunting tune fills the air. Inside is a pair of red-tinted glasses. You take them. It's good, but it's no Wario Land 3 music box. Okay. Pseudo... Okay, so you still get, like, a little time if you don't waste it. I see. If you go into a dead end, you have to wait. Needs a bit of thinking, yes. Ah! Cursor shaking too much. Your heart pounding in your chest, you duck behind a large bush and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. Needs a bit of thinking, yes. Also, I didn't realize I was still big brain. Or regular brain. After what feels like an eternity, you hear them turn around and leave. Despite your fear, you survived. I can breathe easy for a little bit. I think I have an idea of where to wear the, use the red glasses on the art. No, really? Okay. Thought for certain using the red glasses on this stuff back here would be what I need to do. Where is something that I could use these on? Me when bath time. That's probably one of the 4 jewels, so I don't really need to worry about that right now. I need some to open that little chest over there, too. Where's a toy box, but don't notice anything that looks like it'd be very useful. Large toy box sits here. It's filled and overflowing with all sorts of toys. That is a journal entry. October 9th, 1987. Wife said kids seem worse. She begs me to take them to the doctor. She's wrong. She's always wrong. I know they'll be fine. I'll give them the tea, and they will get better. Cursed tea that makes you a bitch. Oh boy is right. Just start a new Animal Crossing on because of the upcoming update. Definitely a strange juxtaposition. Listen to the stream in the background. Yeah, I forgot about that. So Animal Crossing is getting a pretty hefty update in January. Essentially, and it's getting a Switch 2 version. The Switch 2 upgrade's only $5, so I may pick that up. If it's $20 just for increased resolution, I'm not doing that. But for $5 upgrade, that's pretty damn good. What they're offering, so I'm probably gonna get that. And the fact that most of the update, oh, that's peaking. I'm sorry. The fact that most of the update is free is pretty cool. Like like all the major content is either free or locked behind Amiibo, which I already have a bunch of Amiibo, so that'd be cool. I have the Tulin Amiibo, so I could get Tulin on my island. Our favorite flyboy. Find anything useful. Let me get into that lock without a key. Use the hook. That's not what I try to do. I'm not clicking the hook. Seems to be blocking the front door from the other side. You're near something that uses the glasses, but not this room. Okay. Stuffed bear with one of its eyes torn out. Give the teddy bear a squeeze just to be sure it's not hiding anything. It's not. Look, the lights switch up and down a few times, but nothing happens. Small desk arranged with crudely drawn crayon-rendered artwork and school books on various elementary subjects. Oh, I didn't even know you could go in there. This cozy lounge is decorated with trophies and might be a nice place to relax under different circumstances. Turn the TV briefly illuminates the room with the hissing stack screen before the TV flashes with a pop and goes back off. TV in this entertainment unit must have livened up this room once upon a time, but now it just sits in cold silence. Rather expensive-looking pool table dominates the center of the room. Piece of shit. Just trying to do my exploration. Probably a room over here, too. Oh, no, that's just the kid's bedroom. Okay. So going in that center... Okay, I see. Yeah, I see. Old-fashioned coin-operated jukebox with various vinyl records inside. Ooh, I know what to do here. Drop a nickel in, and it all comes back to you. Now that's a catchy tune. You insert some coins into the jukebox as a sentimental song begins to play. A sheet of paper falls out from underneath. Paper? Take the sheet music. Oh, come on, man. Dude, I'm just trying to have a good time, and you're making me feel really upset. You're harshing the vibe. Glask. Hey, Robo Bunny. Ow. Yeah, I should have figured. Of course, the music was going to wake up the killer. Sheet music for a composition that you cannot pronounce but could probably play. Okay, back to the attic. Place the sheet music on the stand. Begin playing the piano, but on the 16th note, a wire snaps with a twang. You reach over and pull out the wire. Wire? A long steel wire. Oh, come on. Every fucking time, dude. I get it. You don't like sounds. Why don't you go drink more of your shit-ass tea? Tea that makes you ugly. Now, apparently it makes you sick if you don't keep drinking it, and then it kills you if you stop drinking it. That's what you're drinking right now. Tea that makes you ugly. Drinking the tea that makes you ugly while vacationing on the beach that makes you old. Use a piano wire in the bathroom sink. Are you serious? That's what I thought. Thought for sure that's what this was for. The UGG hand. What am I going to use the piano wire on then? Cozy lounge decorative trophies might be a nice place to relax under different circumstances. Large and sturdy cue stick for playing pool. Give me that. Man has a wide grin uwu in this hunting photo. You're feeling particularly empathetic towards the deer at the moment. Behind the picture is nothing but cobwebs. What's this? Nothing. Decorative houseplant. Sumptuous couch looks like it was once the rather ideal place to lounge. Search for the counts but find nothing but a lint and an old champagne cork. This 12-point buck trophy adds a rustic touch to the room. The stiff, coarse fur feels cold to the touch. Whatever life this once had is long gone. Various trophies and awards are on display on the shelf here, but the years have tarnished their luster. Poke around to the trophies, but don't find anything that looks like it would be very useful. This really isn't the time for games. Press some buttons, the jukebox was no response, true to its coin-operated feature. Bad. Bro, can't we push him from the window? Rusty. Wait a minute. Oil. Damn it. Pool cue. McCue. Might work better if the tape is attached to the item you want to attach to the pool cue. Okay. You wrap a long piece of tape around the hook, leaving part of it hanging free so it could be taped to something else. Ah, Q-taped hook hand. You tape the hook to the end of the pool cue, creating a long hooked pole. Alright, time to get that body out of the pool. Me after the function. Pull the object closer to you with the hooked pole. It's surprisingly heavy. As it gets closer, you realize it's a corpse. No shit. Your skin crawls as you reach down and remove the copper key from the corpse's belt. Rather ordinary-looking copper key attached to a keyring and a plastic keychain, but whatever was written on it has worn off. Oy. Alright, time to figure out what that's for. If he's the groundskeeper, I'm sure it's for the shed. Yep. Turns the lock on the shed's door, and the creaky wooden door swings open. Shed is open, a stale, pungent aroma hangs in the air inside. Pungent. Small confines of this wooden shed feel cramped and claustrophobic. Wood dust seems to cover every surface of this tiny space. Journal entry number 11. September 12th, 1987. No matter how many times we get rid of the tendrils, they keep coming back. Some sort of fungus, I'm told. A friend gave me a recipe for a treatment that is said to get rid of all manners of mold and fungi by killing it at the root. Typed it into my computer so I wouldn't lose it. Typed it in your computer so you wouldn't lose it. Oh, I didn't read this. September 1st, 1987. One of the landscapers showed me something unusual today. He pointed out a patch of strange tendrils that were growing up from the ground where I buried Baxter 2 weeks ago. I have no idea what they were, but I noticed a pungent and familiar smell. It smelled a lot like my tea. Yep. Evil tea. Heavy burlap sack is resting against the wall here. Can't seem to tear open the otherwise sack with your bare hands. What's this? You notice a slight bulge inside the sack. Ooh. Notices your bulge. What's this? Slice the sack open with a knife, causing dirt to cascade to the floor. Something shiny in the dirt. Take the bronze key. Okay. Run-of-the-mill shovel has a sturdy pointed tip that's encrusted with dirt and mud that dried long ago. Okay, I can just take that. What is that? Some kind of strange growth emerging from the wall there. Heavy-duty pair of shears. Okay, I'll take the shears. Flathead screwdriver with a plastic handle. Take that. Ordinary wrench, useful for tightening or loosening bolts. We'll take that. A vise is attached to the workbench. The vices operate smoothly and can be used to hold or even crush something. Reluctant, you poke the growth and it releases a cloud of dust. You begin choking and feel slightly dizzy. Oh no! Why'd I do that? Alright, fun part. Bronze key is somewhat ornamental in appearance compared to the more modern designs. Probably for that chest upstairs, maybe. What can I crush? I don't think I have anything I need to crush here. Except it. Because I am crushing it. Key's minuscule in comparison to the rusty iron padlock and does nothing to turn the lock. Okay. Make a remix out of that sound. Bronze key fits perfectly in the lock. Inside the chest is a large crossbow. Take the crossbow out of the chest. Nothing else to take. Alright. Alright, chopper fingers off. Edge of the head shears clip slipping off the, rusted hand of the mummy. It's hard to find a good angle. God damn it. Hooked pole. Put the screws to her. Nope. Right now the crowbar doesn't work. Alright, wrench it off. Fucking hell. Can we oil her up? I think we tried that. No. Just fucking shoot her. I want that damn ring, bro. Open message cabinet said you find a pair of tweezers. Are you fucking kidding me? Those were there the whole time. Using the tweezers, you adroitly pluck a silver key from the drain, but lose the tweezers down the drain in the process. Wow. It's a good thing I just randomly noticed the mirror there. Silver key. Okay, what can that unlock? Round stem, it looks like it would fit in a small lock. Well, the basement lock is big. Don't feel bad looking up stuff if you need to. Eh. This is probably for the jewelry chest. Yep. Silver key fits perfectly into the jewelry box and opens with a click. Inside is a single brass key. Damn it! Getting a key with a key. Cylindrical key with a flat handle that forms two opposing loops. It looks like the type of key used to wind up something. That's for the clock in the foyer. Insert the brass key into the clock's face and turn it into a series of satisfying clicks. Clock chimes briefly, but makes an unusual grinding sound, followed by a loud snap. Finally, something drops and rolls out from under the clock, just like at work. You take the gear. Slightly tarnished cog that rolled out of the now broken grandfather clock. Heard you liked keys, so I got a key and a key for you. Heard you liked keys, so I put a key in your key so you could key while you key. I'm gonna take a brief breather here while I have stuff on. Get the good tea. Yeah, I should go get a bottle. Nah, it's already 3. It's almost 3 a.m. I kind of don't want to do that now. Alright. Oh. What can that... I'm trying to... Alien Hour, yeah. Alien Hour and Animal Crossing. I'm trying to think of where the gear could go that I've been to. There was something with the hexagonal hole. But that wasn't anything. Children's playroom, the top room. Don't worry about the gear for now. Shit. Your heart pounding in your chest, you duck behind the large bear and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. Forgot that could happen. I think it's just on a timer in general. So even when you have text boxes up. The red glasses. I need to do something with that, don't I? You view the scribbles of the glasses and arrows suddenly materialize out of the disorder. You memorize them. Left, up, right, up, left, up. Directions you copied from the scribbles drawn on the playroom wall. I'm assuming that's for later. Cat. Spooky tidbit with that room. I got a lot of tools, but not a lot of ways to use them. Don't even see a way of opening it. Okay. Glass shatters easily. Well, that's one way to open it. Take the ornamental egg from the destroyed china cabinet. Yeah, I figured that was gonna summon him. Intricately crafted ornamental egg. Giving it a shake reveals a rattle inside, but the egg itself seems to be completely secured. Oh! I know what we're doing with that. Place the egg in the device and tighten it. The egg bulges with pressure before exploding. A gold key falls out. Gold-plated key is nice enough to be a piece of jewelry, but perhaps it has a more practical use. Spider. So if you do something there in the room, the bear gets scary and the text that says cat changes to help. Oh, really? Peter, the spider's here. Dirt here is packed so tightly and you can't seem to break it with your bare hands. Oh, wait a minute. I have a shovel. What am I doing? Shovel pierces the ground with ease. Not long after you start digging, you feel shovel hit something. Inside the hole are the skeletal remains of what appear to be an animal of some sort. Oh, it's Baxter! Some ants are fighting over a small patch of dirt. You let a few ants crawl around your hand before brushing them off. So the whole skeleton... Okay. Worn leather collar inscribed with Baxter. A steel key is attached to its collar. Take the steel key. Is there a doghouse? Small hexagonal opening. Empty porcelain teacup sits on the table. A thin layer of mold lines inside of it. Pick up the teacup to ponder it for a moment before putting it back down. Something else can happen here, too, really. The last door, you can see the garden. The canvas of vines. Can I cut those finally, or no? Probably not. Oh, wait. What about the shears? There we go. Diligently clip away at the vines until none remain, revealing a sliding glass door that was hiding behind them. Use the vine shears to cut away the vines that have grown over the metal box. Once removed, the box opens easily. Take the rusty hacksaw. Oh, man. This probably leads into the... Yeah, knew it. Something else can happen there, too. Now's the fun part. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I hope you weren't attached to this. You saw through the corpse's dry, leathery flesh with a sickening grate. Eventually the finger comes off, bearing the ring with it. The hexagonal face of this large ring is flat and extruded, with the relief of a two-headed eagle clasping a snake in its talons. Do I get to keep the hand part, too? Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have cut someone's finger off, but these circumstances are anything but normal. Use it to get in the... No, not the basin. Push the ring into the opening and something clicks. The water quickly drains from the fountain. Take the shiny green object out of the drained basin. They're surprised to see it's an emerald. Alright, well that's two of them. Yum. Okay, we're halfway done. See, no reason to interact with that further. So I have 2 keys. He unlocks the car door and you can open it. So you could get the garage door open. There's no point trying to start the car. Car door open, beckoning you inside. Trunk of the car appears to be locked tight. So you unlock the trunk of the car and open it. However, it's empty, save for some dark stains. You close it again. So you get the garage door open, there's no point in trying to start the car. Well, that's cool, but, like, what was the point? Able to fix this with the right tools and equipment. Oh! Gear? Use the gear in the garage door mechanism, but nothing happens. Fuck. Able to open the garage door mechanism using the wrench to discover it needs a new motor. Okay. Appears to be a closed trapdoor in the ceiling, just out of reach. I think I've done all I can do in these 2 rooms down here. don't think there's anything in here either. Pulling the ornate gold handle, but the door remains locked. There's a keyhole behind the... Oh, okay. That's a separate door. I didn't realize that. Unlock the door with the gold key. Judging by the size of the spacious room and the furniture within, this must be none other than the master bedroom. Your heart leaps to your throat as you realize there's someone under the covers. An alarm clock that isn't ticking. You wind up the clock, but nothing happens. Large landscape painting here. It's hanging slightly crooked. Take the painting of the wall and notice a safe in the wall behind it. Wonder if that's, probably not the directions, but... No. Sliding glass door, you can see a balcony. Okay. Through a glass door, you could see a walk-in closet lined with clothing and dozens of other items. Search for the closet, but don't find anything particularly useful. There's multiple doors here. More doors, search for the shelves, doesn't appear to yield anything of value. Door's blocked by the chair. You move the chair away and the door's unblocked. So that's going to take me back to this room now, right? Okay, it's going to take me... I could go a bit down now. Journal entry 12. Skin looks pallid and mottled in the dark reflection of this mirror. For a moment, you thought you were looking at a corpse. Can't do anything with that. Look through the drawers. You find clothing, underwear, and other private but otherwise unremarkable items. 2 decorative lamps view... Turn the switch, but the lamp stays off. What's this? Pick up the bottle of cologne and take a whiff, recoiling its overbearing scent. Yeah! Set it back on the dresser. Nothing in the houseplant. Various books, knickknacks, and statuettes on the shelf, none of which appear to be particularly useful. More thorough search of the shelves doesn't yield anything of value either. Inside the drawer, you find a worn journal with most of the pages loose and torn out of it. A loose page falls out and you take it. 12 and 15. September 20th, 1987. This weekend, I randomly started breaking out in hives. There are itchy bumps all over my arms and face. Put some allergy cream on my skin and it seems to have helped it a little. I'm allergic to skim milk. October 13th, 1987. They didn't make it. The kids. They're probably talking about the kids, right? Yeah. Fearing the worst, you yank back the covers and are relieved to find it's only a mannequin. Despite how comfortable the bed looks, now is not the time for a nap. Chill runs down your spine as a cool night breeze sweeps over you on this balcony. Over the metal railing is the you see the garden below. Small, simple table made from bamboo. Inside the standing metal ashtrays... The inside of the standing metal ashtray is coated with ash. Take the cigar butt. Plant seems to be doing well for itself, if only for the virtue of being outside. Appears to be an emergency trapdoor and an extending drop-down ladder from here. With the latch and the trapdoor springs open, the ladder drops down through it. Let me guess, that takes me back to the beginning. Try to pull up the object in the rope, but it's just too heavy. Something heavy's hanging from the end. Cut the rope with the hacksaw and hear the thud of something hitting the ground below. Yep, we're in the starting room now. Metal ladder hangs down from an open trapdoor in the ceiling. I love how this game handles shortcuts. So I got a cigar butt. Bundle that once hung from the balcony now is in the ground. It's wrapped in thick cloth and bound tightly with rope. Hacksaw doesn't do much to cut the bundle open. Perhaps there's a better way of doing this. So the trusty knife, you slice through the cloth, ripping the bundle open. Inside's a corpse clasping onto something tightly. Pry open the fingers. You pry open the corpse's rotting, brittle fingers and take the gleaming yellow stone it was holding. Radiant yellow gemstone that reflects a golden glint. That's 3. There was still a door upstairs that I didn't go through. Oh, you... Where am I going again? Oh. This quiet room is lined with bookshelves and the stale odor of old books. It seems like an ideal place to get some work done. Cabinet under the small table. Inside the cabinet you find a stack of old computer games by LX Systems. They seem fun, but this is no time for games. Magnifying glass. Okay, I could use that in the children's room. More thorough search of the shelves doesn't yield anything of value. Shelving unit full of papers, books, and some decorative elements. There are many sketches for clothing design. Skeletons? Finely crafted model of a ship in a bottle. HMS Endeavour is engraved on its stand. Bottle still doesn't look like there's anything inside of much use anyway. Globe of the world sits on top of a small table. Sans Undertale. A small green glass vial of liquid with a very pungent but pleasant aroma. The label reads tea tree oil. Take the tea tree oil. It's a portrait painting of a distinguished looking person that you don't recognize. It's a very comfortable chair to sit and read a book in. You don't find anything in, around, or under the chair. Dominant genre on this dusty bookcase appears to be true crime thrillers. Thumb through the books, but you're not interested in reading right now. There are various volumes on the bookcase, most of which seem to be encyclopedias, books on clothing design, and world history. This book is sticking out slightly. It's called Tales from Zoldath. You guess it's science fiction. That's another game in the collection. Pulling the book and hear a metal sound. The bookcase slides away partially to reveal a hidden passage. Nice. It's a state-of-the-art home computer on the desk here. Something like this must have cost thousands of dollars. Turn on the computer to a series of beeps. On the black screen, there's a glowing text requesting a login password. Reading too much. Look through the drawers of the desk, which, strangely enough, they're completely empty, except for a few dead bugs. Ugh. Despite your efforts, nothing happens. Journal entry 6. Try various things into the computer, but none of them seem to be the correct password. Well, we know what it is from the diary, but I gotta look again. Apart from some blood and broken glass, this bathroom looks clean and untouched compared to the rest of the house. Oh. Last door of this walk-in shower is broken and a dried, bloody handprint is smeared on the surface. Slimy black sludge clings to the inside of this otherwise ordinary toilet. This roll of toilet paper is strangely the most pristine thing in this room, despite being foolishly put on backwards. I don't have to go right now. The towel is completely overgrown with mold. Pictures that look like motivational posters, sans text, hang on the wall here. Sans? Cabinets meet the countertop with the built-in sink. You open up the cabinets to find various toiletries and bathroom cleaners. A bottle of peroxide catches your eye, so you take it. The sink is built into the countertop, which features drawings and a cabinet below. Knob squeaks, but nothing comes out of the faucet. There's an X scratched on the surface of this large vanity mirror. Can't do anything with it. Feel filthy, but the idea of showering here doesn't appeal to you. There's a closed door. Turn the button lock disengages, unlocking the bathroom door. Oh, alright, it's that door. Okay. I did that because it's been too long since I've seen him. I'm like, I need to get out of here. Okay. Bottle of hydrogen peroxide. Expensive-looking cigar that still's been partially smoked. The tobacco is still fresh enough to emit a sweet fragrance. Although rusty, this hacksaw's blade is still very sharp to the touch. Oh, children's room. Small green glass vial of liquid with a very pungent but pleasant aroma. Reads tea tree oil. Ah. Holding up the magnifying glass, you're able to read the tiny print in the dollhouse while Lancelot with a 0. You make a note. That's probably the password. Type Lancelot into the computer and words login successful appear on the screen. State-of-the-art home computer. Okay. Something like this must have cost $1,000. Lancelot's a ref to something else. You managed to access the computer with the password. You're familiar with its interface because of a computer class you once took. Click here, but the system's unresponsive. Click on the trash, revealing the file that was inside of it. Click here, but the system's unresponsive. Okay. Trash is empty. Mix peroxide, tea tree oil, and tobacco leaf. Pour over any fungus to kill it. You make a note of this. Probably a better way of mixing these two ingredients. Follow the recipe and add peroxide to the bowl. Reference to a certain cat. And now we mix it together with the tobacco. Mixed all 3 of the ingredients together in the bowl, creating a strange concoction. Already made a note of the recipe. Mix peroxide, tobacco leaf, and tea tree all together. System icon sits on the virtual desktop. Unused files are discarded here. Various digital boxes are overlaid on the screen. Use the fungicide, but nothing happens. Okay. Ah! I saw that. So many items I haven't used yet. Oh. Bye, bitch. Really? Okay. Hold on. Hey, Neat Dreams, thank you for the raid. How you doing? Use the wrench on the bulkhead door, but nothing happens. Good, stream went well and you made a lot of progress. Nice. Rusty iron padlock. I'm doing alright. Thank you for asking. I I've acquired some PB&J sandwiches cut into little triangles because you are a toddler. Hey, it's okay. We all enjoy our things. Here? What's here? You have the thing for here. I do. Like PB&J with fancy Japanese milk bread. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've already done the ring. Jam the flat end of the crowbar behind a board and pop it off easily. The rest will soon follow. Okay, well now I can get back in. That's good. There we go. Okay. That didn't sound good. Wait a minute. Boards remarkably secure. It doesn't seem worth the effort to remove them. Damn it. Sure it's easy to get stuck in a point and click, yeah. Okay, I thought I could remove more of them, but I guess not. Oh! Fungicide to get in that room. Use fungus on the wooden door, but nothing... Really? Something must be blocking it from the other side. Well, there goes that theory. It's been locked without knowing the combination. It's not going to open. Did I read 6 yet? 16 is the one where they... Oh, wait. No. I haven't read a couple of them. So 16 is when the kids died. Or 15 is when the kids died. 16. It always screaming. Noise. Keep it in room with door locked to stop me. From here, it... Now it not feel well too. I must make tea for it. It must drink tea. August 11th, 1987. Cheryl and I got into an argument over the kids drawing on the walls in their playroom. She thinks that they're just expressing their creativity, but who will have to repaint the walls? Me! And it was me that Becky came crying to because Charlie had scribbled over something important that she had written over. Aren't kids great? I already know what that is. It was the code that is used for something. You're actually skipping steps, but at the same time you're impressed. I mean, I'm just going by what I'm logically figuring out here. Fortunately, my beloved grape jelly went bad, so I had to use Mandy's strawberry spread. What's your favorite flavor of jelly? I used to have a lemon spread from that I got from Home Goods. It was just some like off-brand lemon flavored spread, and it was pretty good. But I do enjoy a good strawberry and grape jam. Lemon spread sounds bomb. Also, I still have it, and it's probably awful by now because it's years old. I have pepper jam. It's like sweet, but it has like a spiciness to it. Spin the lock without knowing the right combination, it's not going to open. So it wasn't this, right? No. In fact, it only says the large... It says the large painting for some reason. This the ceiling fan gives you the impression it hasn't moved in a while. No sign of a way to turn it on or off. Okay. Bleh. Can't do anything with that. There's an X scratched on the surface of this very large vanity mirror. I wouldn't dream of touching this towel. Towel's completely overgrown with mold. Ugh. Don't have to go right now. I don't know. Look, I have what I need for that. Oh. Smash the crowbar into the mirror and it shatters, revealing something written on the wall behind it. Mirror has been shattered and the numbers 2, 29, 8 have been written on the wall in a permanent marker. You make note of this. Just say it's time to flush the toilet a couple times. I will admit, as much as I'm enjoying using this Neo Geo controller, the stick does get a little tiring to use after a while. It's definitely made for fighting games more than anything else. Try the number code you found in the bathroom. The lock clicks and the safe pops up, revealing a white gem inside. Oh, that's the last one we need. Shit. Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Diamond. Winter. You hear a metal click and the gate before you slowly swings open with a creak. Find you to enter the dark abyss of the hedge maze if you dare. Walls of this hedge maze are stretched high above you as paths twist and turn in various directions. Maze gives way to a clearing where a solitary statue is enclosed among the hedge walls. A quiet stillness hangs in the air. I'm guessing that was the right choice, using the directions in the hedge maze door. Stone statue of a hooded figure stands solemnly alone at the center of the clearing. Appears as a large aluminum arrow resting in the statue's palms. You take it. On the closer examination, you realize that this archery arrow is actually a crossbow bolt. You load the bolt into the crossbow. Loaded and ready for action. Maze gives way to a clue. Okay. Now we got power. Wander the maze for several minutes. You realize that you've returned to the entrance of the maze. Oh, so you can't even wander it. Crossbow bolt, huh? Okay. Your trembling finger pulls the trigger, and the crossbow fires its bolt right into the eye hole of the man's mask. He screams. And collapses to the ground. After making sure he's not moving, you search his body and find a rusted iron key. Sit your ass down. I'm assuming that's not the last we've seen of him, though. Very old, rusty, and worn iron key. Iron key opens the lock on the bulkhead door. Wires of ventilation ducts hang overhead in the dismal basement, doing little to relieve the sweet, pungent musk that permeates here. Easily open the sliding lock, unlocking the door at the top of the stairs. Take journal entry 17. Assuming this leads back to the hallway, right? Yep. Don't like this room. Entry 17. Light hurt, hide light, head hurt, more bumps on face, light hurt, bombs hurt, drick more tea to feel bye wife, bye, beep, 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 beep. Notice there are mushrooms growing out this musty mound of clothing that is piled up haphazardly against the washing machine. You wouldn't dream of touching that. Washer and dryer both sit crookedly against the wall, covered in years' worth of dirt, dust, and rodent feces. Ugh. Washer's empty and has a very stale and musty odor. Washer and dryer both sit crookedly against the wall. Okay. Inside the dryer is what appears to be remnants of a long-gone animal's nest. Wires of ventilation ducts hang overhead in this dismal bait. Okay. Wet stains streak down like blood from the seams of this old water heater. Bar keeping this door sealed shut won't budge. You notice that it goes to a metal box that's positioned next to the door. Try to open the front panel, but it's no use. It's firmly secured with screws. So he goes back to the backyard. Okay. Useless junk's been stored away in these long-forgotten boxes. Search these boxes, you don't find anything useful. All documents filed away on this shelf. You don't find anything that looks useful. Okay. Stairs climbed with a simple wooden door featuring a heavy-duty slide bolt. Fuse box is open with only some of the fuses intact. The rest are burnt out. You don't have any fuses to replace the ones that burnt out, and you don't really want to mess with the ones that haven't. Using a screwdriver, you unfasten the screws holding the panel on, and it falls to the floor. Inside the panel is a set of gears, but upon closer inspection, you realize that one of the gears is missing, of course. Metal cog from the clock perfectly fits into the set of gears. Gearbox appears to be complete. Metal lever sticks out the side of the metal box. It's heavily coated in rust. Pull the lever with all your might, but it doesn't budge an inch. It's rusted in place. Okay, we need the oil. It is once again time to oil up. That would probably be better put to use on this box's lever. That's what I did. Spray the penetrating oil on the base of the lever. Pull the lever easily, but nothing happens. Look at the broken wires. You wonder if the box needs power to work. This music sucks. Don't like this music. I mean, it's decidedly scary. I guess I must be missing something still. No thankies from McSpankies. What? What have I not done yet? I think it's something that could be used as a motor, right? No. Yes, maybe. No, really, yes, maybe. What? Frig. Firmly on by bolts. Okay. Screwdriver. No, we probably need the wrench. The wrench and the little bubble goose, you managed to rust the bolts off and managed to pull the motor out. Hell yeah. Using your wrench, you remove the broken motor from the garage door mechanism and install the one from the lawnmower. Might have better luck activating this from the switch on the wall. Garage door opens loudly. Press the car key into the ignition and turn it quickly, and the car starts up. Might be your only chance of getting out of here alive. Do you take it? So, is there going to be like a true ending that I could get if I select no? Will I have to play the whole game over again if I select yes? You don't know, actually. Huh. I mean, what else is there? I never use the fungicide on anything. Something's not right. Yeah, the iron gate's not going to open. Entire school as you hurtled down the driveway, smashing through the gate. Against all odds, you escaped. The end. Shit. You had 3 bad dreams while you were trapped in Night Manor. True bad ending. If I continue, does it just start me here? Yes, it does. Okay. So we got the bad ending. Good, 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 good. to reference the clock tower. See, it would be really helpful if I played that game. So I want to see something here. Video settings. Oh, it moves the window around. So I've been told that the soft filter CRT effect is actually pretty good in this collection. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It actually does look pretty convincing. A lot of games try to do the CRT filter and it just doesn't work right. It just doesn't look good. That actually looks pretty good. But the hard version is a little too much. Yeah, that's a little too blurry. But also, just having the pixels on is really good. This is a great pixel art game. Okay, so the car is open for us if we want to go in. But clearly we have not finished what we need to do here. Fuses. What still works? Hey, phone just jump scared me. I have to go right now. I feel like the toilet paper, I need to get it somehow. I actually have everything. Okay. I just wish you could talk to the mannequin that lays silently in the bed. The mannequin has done nothing to deserve that. Use the hacksaw on the master bed. I have every item. Okay. So there's no point in searching for new items at this point. It's just figuring out what to use on stuff. Piano wire in this, maybe? What do I see here that looks off? Probably the fungus. But I tried pouring the fungicide on it. Red stains like blood. Rust. Oh, rust stains. Thick heavy metal door. It somehow looks older than the house itself. An equally thick metal bar keeps it tightly sealed. Gearbox operated with a lever outside the box. Looking at the wires, you wonder if the box needs power to work. Oh, the wires! Testing the top wire gives you a small shock. If there's a way to connect the box to the torn wires, you could possibly power the box. Okay. It's, the string, right? Use the piano wire, you tie down the damaged wires together. Spark of electricity zaps your fingers, you catch a whiff of ozone. Pull the lever easily and the gears begin turning. The bar across the door slides out easily. Ugh. Step into a scene that makes your mind reel with horror. An entire room covered in various manifestations of pulsating fungi. Throbbing mass at the center of the chaos, it wheezes and sighs as clouds of spores fill the air around it. Disgusting pustule looks like it's about to explode. Can't be serious. As you reach toward the mass, it wheezes loudly, releasing a large choking cloud that causes you to back away. Never mind. Here, buddy, I got some juice for you. Here, drink this. You pour the fungicide onto the wall and it begins shaking violently, emitting a high-pitched sound. You run outside. A faint cry is drowned out by the crackle of the flames, which warn you as you watch the house burn. The nightmare is over. The end. Oh, but I got infected. Alright, fire, though. Yeah, I beat it. I'm guessing the other ending is not getting touched by the fungus at all. Including the one in the shed. I probably fucked it up by touching that one to begin with. No, the other ones are okay. Wait, what? Well, you had it until the last one. Oh, I could probably reload it. Or maybe not, I don't know. Kebby. Aren't these all are these the actual people that made it, or are these like the UFO soft people? UFO software, there's lore with some of them, yeah. I'm aware. So you start the end. Set it on fire again. Is it still a bad ending? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can't get the good ending. Oh well. I don't know if I want the CRT filter on. I kind of like it just crispy pixels. Though it is a lot brighter. Yeah, I think we're cooked, chat. I did get a cherry on it though. 3 gold discs, beat 3 games in a single profile. Cherry, get the cherry on. Get your second cherry. 100% of the items. Got the gift. Give a gift to escape the killer. Gave ghost. Never mind, you were screwed. Wait, well, oh, okay. Talking to the wall did affect it. Journal entry 17 out of 17. Ranking, most played. And let me just check that real quick. No, it's being captured by the killer that makes it that ending. Oh, really? So if you have any bad dreams at all. So it cannot be sabotaged. Oh wow, the killer could sabotage you. Oh, okay. Cherry is just actually get the ending. Win is escaping the manor even if you get the bad ending, and the gift is escaping the killer at least once. That one's a really easy one to get everything on. You know what though? I don't want to leave us hanging. Sorry we're late, Karma. It's okay. I'm actually about to finish because I just finished Night Manor. That said, I'm gonna look at I'll look at Night Manor True Ending. Playthrough and endings, okay. Deathless ending. Actually, this might be a stream.
Let's go for the end.
Yeah, that's a stream. You have 2 major endings when you escape in the car, which is the same whether or not you shot the maniac or fully finished. However, the true ending is a slight variation based on whether you made it through Deathless or not. Okay, hold on. Oh, but I'm not clicked into the window. Whoops. Oh, the gifts are just there. Again, I really have to put more time into this. I actually might wait until the Switch version comes out and then just redo what I've done on the Switch, since I've only beaten 3 games anyway. That said, 24-hour Barbuda stream happening very soon. Hey, Meeple Cinna, how you doing? Okay, really though. I did that so I could turn the music off. Night Manor, playthroughs and endings. Okay. And best ending and credits, most replayed, bad ending. Okay. Looks like it does look like there's 4 endings here. CrankyTemplar, take us away, buddy. Wait a minute, 1 second. Make sure this person's on the up and up. Yeah, this seems to be okay. Alright. Babuda. No, it's Barbuda. Also, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, Karma. It's Halloween. You should be scared, not sad. I know it's not called Babuda, but it's funny to call it that. Did you implement the PNG tuber? If I do, it's going to be this weekend, because I'm not streaming Friday or Saturday. All right, hold on. I got the I got the endings here. So CrankyTemplar did like a full recording of this. Ooh. Faint cries drowned up by the crackle of flames, which warm you as you watch the house burn. The nightmare is over. The nightmare's over, Sal! Die! So this is the best ending. Okay, there's no pustule. Looks like you made a clean break. Thank you, UFO 50 Soft. Or UFO Soft. Huh. I turned very detailed there for a second. Not so good ending. End the nightmare with deaths, I'm assuming. With one or more deaths. Okay. There's two types of death, too. So this is the one we just saw, yeah. The pulsating ending. Where the fungus grows out of their body at the end. And then we've seen this one, too. This is... yeah, that's the killer showing up. Touch the person's shoulder gently. Alright, so yeah, we've done this. If you run right back into the room that they're in. Yeah. So that's just a death. I like how they contextualize it. Like, oh, you had a bad dream. So I'm assuming... so this is apparently if you fail hiding. It's a different type of death. Your heart pounding in your chest, you duck behind the curtains and cover your mouth, hoping to hide. Oof. Somehow you must have given yourself away. And that's the normal death from there. Creepy stuff. Pretty creepy, sis. Yeah, it's pretty good. Good stuff. Happy boom for Weem. This weekend or next weekend this weekend. I'll have to see. No, it's not. Yeah, happy. Yeah, pumpkin slime. Pumpkin. I didn't do any pumpkin stuff this year. I didn't do much Halloween stuff this year. In fact, I have to get my costume out for the party tomorrow. Which is probably why it's a good idea for me to kind of end this a little early. No one's uploaded the fourth ending. Wait, there's a fourth ending. What is it? How do you get it? I actually have the game open. There we go. By code from the game. Oh. This thing? Was there a code in the game? Yeah, I didn't know this, but if you switch this to infinity, the music changes. Got the code. Okay, so where do you enter it? Do you enter it while playing? Open cage, open it by terminal. Okay. I know there's like a whole like 51st game that you can unlock through the terminal. Code accepted. Oh, it starts a new game though. So the ending's different here. But also this is different. Large figures hunched over in the corner, standing in the corner of the kitchen. You say hello, but receive no response. That's amazing. Hamu. Yes, silhouetted too. Oh, that's amazing. Is there lore behind the hamster? Yeah, watch out, Hamtaro's on crack. So the whole ending is different if you play it like this. Oh man, I kind of want to see that, but there's no way. We don't have time to play the whole game again. Ah, fucked it up. Even the hand is different. Slightly, but yeah. If, no, but you know what? I don't think it counts as loading this game up proper. If you, do it from the terminal. I think I would like that ending more. Oh. Yeah, as much as I enjoy this controller, playing with this clicky micro control stick or micro switch stick is probably not an ideal way to play this collection. Okay, so now it restarts, and there says no saving in the corner. All right, so it is a bonus game entirely. So you've seen it. Also, I'm dropping a lot of frames. On Cherry Rush, yeah. Oh. I could probably go watch Cherry Rush. I think they uploaded it. You know what? Why not? We got a couple minutes left. So I might as well see here. UFO 50 Cherry Rush. UFO 50 Cherry Rush 2025. Here we go, full playlist. Night Manor. Wow, they got it in 19 minutes? Okay. I gotta see this. Incentive was meant to play the game using the open cage terminal code. It replaces the killer with a hamster. No gameplay impact. Secondary has the effect of all terminal codes, which you cannot save while using. As a result, Python cannot reset at any point. Commentary explains how this changes from a standard run, which does use resets at various points. Cool.
Hello, everybody. My name is Python.
How did they beat this in 6 minutes? All right, we gotta watch this.
You guys absolutely blew us away with the donation incentives. The open cage opened
immediately, so it's safe.
Whoops.
But again, can't do that here. just received a $150 donation from the one and only Stand Forwards. They put my head back together nice and clean. Very, very happy to hear that, Stan. And while we're here, we also have $20 from
Yeah, here we're
Matt,
gonna watch a very
$5
quick.
for
This
each
is
living
literally less
villager
than a
in Demolition.
literally less than 10 minutes.
And $5 from Guri Zuri. So happy to have Stan. Is truly very, very.
I'm gonna be comment. Be great.
I was I did watch some of Cherry Rush actually. I watched what's the block puzzle? The block pushing puzzle.
Are we ready to go?
I was there during that, and I donated.
All right. In 3,
during that run.
1, go.
All right, so Python's going to be starting out here with, unironically, one of the hardest rooms in the game. He just nailed first try because he's a legend.
Raise the volume a bit.
The positioning of the cursor, the strong cursor, plus the bowl and spoon makes that deceptively difficult. Now, as much as I'd like to continue giving a play-by-play, though, that's going to be impossible. So I'm going to start explaining now one of the biggest differences in this run due to the terminal code. And I'm not talking about the fact that the killer is a furry jump scare. The main difference with the routing is that he cannot reset at all, because when you have a terminal code active, the game does not save. And normally, right here, you would reset, because once you get that drain out, it is actually faster, as in like a quarter of a second faster to reset and then you go to the bathroom. But no, we have to go back the normal way. And while that is a very minor change, this will become a much more major change in the future. Python is also going to be coming up here with the first major trick of the run, which is what we call a noise chain. Normally, when you make any kind of sound in the game, the killer will appear not too long afterwards. However, you can take advantage of that by resetting the timer whenever you make another noise. So Python here is making a noise with a jukebox, and it's going to drop an item that we'll pick up later, not now.
Oh, so you could use the sounds to delay the killer. I was using it to attract him, so it would get him out of the way quicker.
The pool cue, he grabs that gas canister, not a mistake. The timer is also paused when you're carrying an item. He reset the timer by causing another noise with a clock. It's going to cause one more noise to grab the egg, and then finally grab the knife, and then jump scare. And
all right, nailed that.
Perfect.
He got this down with science.
Excellent. And another thing I should explain are two more things. He, both times when he escaped from the killer, he did so by whacking the killer with something, and then leaving the next room. You can only do that 3 times in a run. Normally that resets if you reset the game, but again, you can't reset. So
that's interesting. I didn't reset at all during the run, but it seems like doing that gives you a speed advantage. I guess it warps you back to the starting room.
You say we, but it was all you. Give yourself some credit.
Thank you. Another thing is, there is actually, believe it or not, a very minor amount of RNG in this game. When the killer is active or on screen, the cursor shakes a little bit.
Yeah.
And normally that's
such a neat touch.
Thing you worry about when you're going for a really optimized like world record.
Legit crazy how everyone did these speed runs. Yeah.
Become relevant later on.
I mean, I watched DDQ and Fastest First, so I'm used to seeing ridiculous shit going on. But this is definitely like, because this is all menuing. This game.
Because there are some pretty nasty pickups. For example, there's this cigar in here that can be kind of tricky.
Yeah, a lot of you have to have that little arrow part lined up. Exactly right.
I unfortunately made this kind of terrible. Again, no, first try, he's a legend. With that tea tree oil, normally you used to grab it second, now I grab it first. It's very awkward, but it's for menuing due to the route changes. And we're coming across now what we call the mega noise chain, unique to the open cage route, where he's going to try to do every single upstairs noise in one go. That is the mirror, the piano, and the music box. So starting now, break the mirror, get the code, flush the toilet to reset the timer, heading into the piano room. This is the toughest part. He's going to grab an item to freeze the timer. Now he's going to grab the key to get the crossbow, and then get the piano. And unfortunate, that is extremely tight. Like,
still absolutely ridiculous.
Here, because as Jeff was talking about earlier, you can only hit the killer so many times, and we don't want to waste that right now. So I'm going to take the death, respawn. It's okay. We don't lose any progress.
Yeah, it's honestly not a huge loss. Like, it was.
We also get the better ending. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, you'll see what he means later.
Oh god, I think I could probably guess what the ending is.
That piano section, but normally at this point, with the piano and the normal
I could probably guess what the bad ending with the hamster is.
The jukebox, it gives you the item immediately, so it saves. But again, can't do that here, so just have to play it out, which gives him the wire. And to close it off, probably, ironically, kind of the easiest part of this noise chain, which is the music box. It's ironic because in the normal cherry route, the part where the music box is the hardest part, because that's the really tight part. Instead of the piano, this is the tight part in the normal one. But other than that, he is going to be approaching the segment I mentioned with the RNG. The song is going to finish. He's going to grab the password, head to the bathroom, and then he's going to get jump scared. And he's going to quickly scroll the inventory to grab the crowbar, and if the cursor is fast enough, then it will allow him to escape. If the cursor
That is basically RNG.
Yeah. If the cursor was a little bit slower there, he would have had to go one extra room to escape. Because how it works is...
Oh, you actually have to make a note of that regardless. You can't just memorize it.
It just massively reduces the timer needed. And he's going to take a rarely used shortcut here in order to... Oh, sorry, my bad. I messed you up there. He's going to do this. Then he's going to combine the hydrogen peroxide with the bowl to create part of the fungicide. This is sort of a newish thing. It used to be we only craft the fungicide at the very end. Now we do that.
So how do you change the children's room to be creepier? What do you have to do for that?
Another very difficult pickup. He's going to combine the cigar for the second part. And then finally use the matches to get the ruby. And we are approaching probably the worst pickup in the entire game due to its dissonant hitbox, the infamous emerald. First off, he has to slot this very tiny ring in that very tiny hitbox. And the thing with the emerald is, you see that little sparkle there? Okay, you got it? That sparkle is misleading because the sparkle is not the hitbox for the emerald. Whenever there is a sparkle hitbox like that, it is for the container. It is... So you don't... But unlike most other things, with the emerald, it's not the fountain. It's just the water, so it's very odd. Anyway, Python went into one of the hedge maze rooms without the directions intentionally. That spawns. That's kind of like making a noise. It will spawn the killer in just a moment with a jump scare. And finally, he's going to put down.
Oh no!
Very humanely, it is not any pain. This is actually a painless death. It's not feeling anything right now. Don't worry about that. But if you were scared, don't worry. The horror is over. Anyway, he's going to open the cellar, scroll the inventory, so he doesn't have to do it in here since the cursor is already lower left. And finally, the separately...
Well, the game is really quick if you know exactly where everything is.
Here, and when you're dragging an item, if you mess it up, you have to go all the way back and drag it. But he's going to get it, open the door.
Also,
finally, he's going to grab the tea tree oil, combine it with the fungicide to kill the boss, and that'll be time. Right. Good job.
What was my time on that? Or I guess I could just...
Nice.
But you can't. It's not going to save.
Oh, that's true. I can't. Yeah, that was Night Manor Cherry, open cage, and so you see we have a scratch on our forehead, so we did take a death, but hopefully that is...
I love that they put that that's a hidden code in the game to unlock an entirely different set of graphics.
Oh god. It's the house that makes you furry.
I'm sure that nothing you did there caused that.
No,
this just happens.
Best ending.
It's happen anyway.
Have never seen that before. That's
I've
never seen that open. No, that was Derek. That I've never seen that animation. That's incredible.
That is quite amazing.
So now Paul's here. I didn't get to talk too much. Like I said, the commentary for this game is just packed tight. I'm going to hop off of Open Cage here for the remainder of this, but I think it would be cool to just hear Paul talk about Night Manor for a little while and UFO 50 in general. What do you guys think?
As much as I'd like that, it is late. I will say, look up Cherry Disc by Python from Cherry Rush, Night Manor, and you could see the rest of that. Told you I like the ending. Hell yeah. Good ending. Best ending. Karma's favorite ending, if you were paying attention. Which he might. Never know. Anyway, hey, thank you so much for coming tonight. I know, once again, it was another late stream. Oh, I've been in this room the whole time, huh? Damn. Thanks for coming tonight. I know this was another late night start for me. As I mentioned, I'm not going to be here tonight for Halloween. I won't be here Saturday because Nessie's going to be over. Sunday, I'm hoping to come back with a substantial Legend ZA stream since it's been almost a week since we've played it. And hopefully going into November, I will be a little more punctual with the streams. I'm currently finishing up some stuff, and once this weekend's over, and I think Monday or Tuesday of next week passes, things should calm down a little bit to some extent, at least for until Kirby Air Riders comes out. So hopefully for the most of November we'll be here like streaming more consistently and doing better, but we'll have to see, because stuff's going on and not all of it's good. Some of it's really bad, in fact, but you know, you gotta take it as it comes and figure out what's gonna happen. But hey, that's, you know, it's what I'm here for. I'm here to hopefully make demos. I didn't even know that happens. I've never spent that long on the menu just idling. Stuff happens, and hopefully, you know, everyone, we all, you know, get through it. But yeah, thank you so much for coming for this sort of spooky Halloween. Maybe not so spooky. I hope you all have a happy actual Halloween. And if you want to watch more streams, you can check out twitch.tv/team/littlespace. I do not know if anyone's streaming right now. It'd be helpful if I loaded that up. Yeah, next week, more ZA and Katamari. You know what? They're Chias. They're playing Ball Pit, and that's a game I'm interested in. So I'm gonna give them a raid. So thank you so much for coming. Stick around. Say hi to their Chias. I actually don't know how to pronounce their name. Sound was on. And yeah, just have a great and happy Halloween and Halloween weekend and life and everything, everyone. Take care. I will see you soon. Thank you so much for coming. DHamsterFi, and good night.
Glue.